I am super excited because we are talking about ad creative today, y'all. I just had to get that out. So, if the thought of creating your own ads has you freaking out, first I want you to take a breath. Just take a breath. But if the thought of creating your own ads has you freaking out, I'm definitely want you to watch this live because I am going to talk you through really like some insights, some frameworks, all the kinds of things that you need to know to let you essentially understand that creating your own ads is not as hard as you think. It's not going to be as difficult as you think, especially when you follow my proven framework that I've used over the years of running ads, building ads, strategizing ad campaigns, all that kind of good stuff, and as well as all of my marketing knowledge. So what are we going to talk about today? So one, we're going to talk about 5 principles of Facebook and Instagram ads that stand out and convert. We're also going to talk about, I'm going to tell you the only tech that you need to be able to create great, amazing, awesome ads. And I'm going to talk to you a few things about showing up confidently on video, if that's something that you're worried about. So you definitely want to make sure that you are tuning into this live because it's going to be awesome. So make sure you're tagging some people in here. Hey, y'all, I'm super excited to see y'all in here already. So before I jump into the content, if you are a CEO and you have a one-to-many offer and you are ready to take your sales to the next level by strategically layering in Facebook and Instagram ads to your existing strategy, then you definitely want to make sure that you check out my course, Maximize with Ads. It is my brand new course. It is in beta right now. And that means that right now it is a special price because it's going to be taught live and you're going to be able to ask me questions, all that kind of good stuff. But either way, if you are very much interested in learning how to confidently place your own ads, including on being able to go on deeper what we're talking about today, then you definitely want to head over to stacyzeal.co/ads and make sure that you head over there so that you can go ahead and grab your spot in the course. We only have 4 spots left in this beta launch, y'all. 4 spots left. And I am telling you, I am closing it at 10. Okay. So we are closing at 10. We got 4 spots left. Don't sleep. Make sure you grab your spot. All right. So I have built over 1,200 different ad campaigns myself, meaning actually been in business manager, building ads, strategizing ads, coming up with campaign ideas, all that kind of good stuff. It's been well over 1,200 myself in my career. And most of the ads that you see in your timeline, in your feed, fall flat. Really. Like, a lot of times they fall flat because they don't include any magnetic messaging, right? There's no messaging involved. It's just buy, buy, buy. Most people are on this whole like, just buy this because it's awesome kind of approach. And that does not work, right? It doesn't work to just sit here and tell people to just buy things just because you think it's a great product or just because it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, you should buy that. That's not how people buy things. And so when you use these 5 principles that we're going to talk about, you will understand, one, you're going to be ahead of 90% of the ads out there, right? Because again, as I mentioned, a lot of advertisers are not taking the time to understand their customers and to understand what messaging to infuse in their ads. And that's why you're seeing all these ads that fall flat. And so when you leverage these 5 principles that we're going to go over in a second, you're going to be well ahead of 90% of the ads that you can see in your feed. And I can guarantee you that. So 5 principles. So I go over these principles in my workshops, always on my webinars. This is something that people love to hear about. It's something that I pull this out because I think it's something that's very helpful to help you understand that creating your own ads is not complicated. It really is about understanding marketing and understanding good marketing. Unfortunately, I understand great marketing because I'm a great marketer and I have proven success. And so I've taken all that I've learned and kind of distilled it down into these 5 principles. So the first principle of Facebook and Instagram ads that actually convert, that are going to stand out in your newsfeed and convert are, one, the first principle is that it sparks curiosity. So if you think about social media in general, people do not log into Instagram to be sold to, right? People are not getting on Instagram and say like, oh, I hope I see an ad for a course today, or like, oh, I really, really hope that, I get online and I see an ad for an event, right? People are not getting on to do that. They're logging on to be social. They're logging on to understand what they have to really kind of just be social, and they're logging on to understand. Hold on, y'all, I got a little bit of an interruption. Okay, sorry about that. We are good. So realistically, if you think about it, like, people are not getting online they're not getting on social to be sold to. And so we have to understand that the way to connect with people is to spark their curiosity, right? It's to grab their attention. It's to lead with empathy to catch their attention, because that leads into the second principle, which is that your ads are not about you. And the reason that kind of leads in is because you want to make sure that your ads are talking about the person who is receiving it, who the person who is viewing it. And so I'm sure your stuff is amazing. I'm sure you have the greatest webinar since sliced bread, right? But that's not what people are looking for when they're trying to buy things, right? People are not thinking about your products. They're not thinking about your services. They're thinking about the problems that they have. They're thinking about the problems that they're trying to solve. And so in order for you to catch their attention, you have to spark curiosity, but also to be able to stand out and to be successful, you have to reframe your mind from thinking that you're building ads about you and your business. You're really building ads to speak to a specific person, to speak to your audience. And then that leads into the third principle. All these principles kind of run together, but this third principle is that you need to speak to one person. And so I know that you can reach millions and millions and millions of people with Facebook ads. So like Facebook has 2.9 billion monthly active users. And that means that 2.9 billion people log into this app at least once every 30 days. But at the end of the day, one person is is looking at your ad. One person is going to your landing page. One person is checking out your offer, and one person is going to pay you, right? It's not about trying to speak to everybody. When you speak to everybody, you speak to nobody. And so your ads should not be focused on talking to the millions and millions of people that you could potentially reach. It should really, really be focused on speaking to that one person who is about to take that next step. That one person, that one client avatar that you have in mind, that one person who you know, if you think about your best customer, that's who you should be speaking to in all of your ads. And that way you can pull in more of your best customers. You use the messaging that they resonate with, you use the language that they use. You really, really kind of create messaging that really talks directly to one person. Okay. Other than that, the fourth principle, so that was 3, is to speak to one person. The fourth principle of Facebook and Instagram ads that convert. Thank you so much, Elani. I'm gonna put that up. So the fourth principle is that they compel action, right? And so when you think about social, and you think you have organic social and you have paid social. When you think about organic social, the goal is to keep people engaged, for the most part, to keep people on the platform. The goal of your ads is always, always, always to get people to stop being social, to leave the platform, and to go take an action somewhere else. That is always the goal of our Facebook ads. We are not building ads to keep people on the platform, to get people engaged. So I don't care how many people like, comment, and share, right? We are not boosting posts. We are really, really using ads that are designed to get people to leave their platform and to take an action on our site, on a place that we own. And therefore, our ads have to compel action. We have to tell people what to do. We have to give them the call to action. We can't just expect people to know that they need to click the sign up button, right? We can't just expect people to know that when they go to the landing page, they have to sign up for the workshop, right? We need to make sure that we tell people exactly what we want them to do. So always includes calls to actions in your ads. Everything that you're talking about in your ads should be actionable. It shouldn't be stale. It should really be making people feel like that they're ready to move and to take an action, right? So that's number 4, is that all your ads of principles of successful Facebook ads, they compel action. The fifth principle, the last principle, and I'm going to recap all 5 for you so that you can so that you'll hear all 5. The last principle of Facebook and Instagram ads that convert is to is that they are replicable. And so what does that mean by things that are replicable? By replicable, what I mean is that you have a clear message that you're trying to convey in that ad. And therefore, you can actually look at your numbers to be able to see, I understand why this is working or what this is trying to convey, so that you can go and you can replicate it. Right. And so all of your messaging, everything with ads, it's all about testing. And so you have a clear message that you're trying to convey in an ad. You are able to look at that, look at the analytics from that ad and understand, okay, this is exactly why this is working, right? This is exactly why people are coming in. So set it and forget it is not a strategy that I teach, right? So making sure that your ads, that you're actually being very clear with what you're trying to convey when you are recording your ads and when you're creating your ads. So that way, as you look at the analytics, you can clearly say, oh, it was this headline that did really well. It was this body copy that did really well. When I said this hook first, that actually hooked people and that actually, had better performance. And so let me recap those 5 principles. So those are the 5 principles of Facebook and Instagram ads that convert. Let me start at the top. So the first principle of Facebook and Instagram ads that convert is that they spark curiosity. The second principle is that they're not about you. They're not about how great you are and how amazing your products or services are. They're really about the person who is viewing them. The third one is that you want to speak to one person. Despite being able to reach millions and millions of people on Facebook and Instagram, you only one person is consuming your ad, one person is going to your landing page, and one person is checking out. So make sure that you are speaking directly to one person. The fourth principle is that they have to compel action. So we want to make sure that we're always telling people what to do. Don't just rely on people saying like, oh, there's a sign up button, so they're going to go sign up. No, tell them, go to the sign up page or go take the quiz, right? We want to tell them what to do a couple of times so that they know what to do, so that they actually take that action. And then the fifth principle is that they are replicable, meaning you have a clear strategy that you're putting in place with your ads. And you can clearly see like, this is when I create an ad like this, it actually converts. So let me go create more of those. Let me try to figure out a way to say this a little differently. Let me take this concept that I'm learning from this ad that's working and blow it out into a couple different things. And so that's what I mean with all of those 5 of those principles. So let's talk tech. So this is another place that people get tripped up when they think about Facebook ads, is that they think they need all of this equipment, that they think that they need, so much stuff to get started. And honestly, my client, one of my clients, literally top performing ad, all of my clients that I've ever run ads for, and any of the ads that I advise on, all of the top ads that are generating 85 to 90 new leads per week were shot on an iPhone, meaning the iPhone was just pulled out and they just started talking to it, right? And so like literally, pull out your iPhone, pull out your phone, grab your tripod if you have one, turn it on and just talk. That's all the tech that you need. Your phone that has a good camera, whether you have an Android or an iPhone, whatever, it doesn't matter. But if you have a good camera and you can actually just pull something out and be able to talk to those people, I promise you that your video ads will convert better than stills. Do not get so stuck on stills that you're just like, oh, let me go and recycle this photo that I have and just throw it in an ad and see how that goes. Those things can work, sure. And those are some strategies that I'm going to teach. But the signature strategy that I'm teaching in my course is a video ad structure, right? And it's going to teach you how to start the ads, what to say in the middle, what to say at the end. How do you get people to move to that next step, right? And so that's what I teach in my course, is that signature framework that I've used and tested over and over and over again with all these different clients. And again, they were just shot on an iPhone. Right. So don't think that you need all this heavy tech. And if there are some optional things, if you want to have, so like a tripod, for example, as I mentioned, you can grab yourself a tripod so that way you can, like how I'm doing now with my Instagram, is just talking. Right. Another thing that's helpful is Canva. You don't need a paid Canva account. I'm talking about just being able to have Canva to resize your images, because you want to make sure that everything is sized correctly. But honestly, I set up a template, I upload a video, I crop it, and I export it. So don't think that you need to have a whole lot of graphic design experience to be able to use Canva to resize your images. And honestly, you don't even need Canva, because Facebook has some editing tools in the back end that allows you to resize your ads, that allows you to add captions. So you don't even need to use some of these tools like Descript and Canva that can add captions for you. Facebook will add the captions right there, right? And so and sometimes they'll even add it if it's more likely to convert, they'll add the captions there, anyway. But that's all you need, right? So don't get stuck up on the tech thinking that you need so much tech to enable to be able to create Facebook ads that convert, because you really don't. All right, so then let's talk. So we talked about that. We talked about our 5 principles, so we know how to create ads that convert. We talked about the tech that you need. So let's talk about showing up confidently for a video ads, because this is a place that some people get stuck. People get a little nervous thinking about their face being all over these Facebook streets. And honestly, it can be a little nerve-wracking, sure. I can see how it could be a little nerve-wracking. But if you think about the principles that I just gave you, that will help you to understand that you're not speaking to everybody, right? So understanding that if I'm just focusing on that one, if I picture in my head that ideal client that I have, that one client that does not stress me out, that doesn't drive me crazy, that literally always pays on time, or, they're always vocal. If you think about your best client in mind, that is who you should be talking to in your ads. And that will help you to understand that I don't need to speak to everybody. I don't need to create a message that reaches, that touches everybody, because really your marketing, the goal is to make sure that you are drilling into and finding your people. Because as I mentioned, there are 2.8 billion people on this app. We don't need all of them, right? We just need our people. We just need our people to see us and connect with us. And so start to think about the principles when you're thinking about, building ads. Think about speaking, especially the one that's about speaking directly to one person. If you have someone in your head, in your mind, that you can think of that's like, I know this person would benefit from my course. I know this person would benefit from my book. I know this person would benefit from my workshop, right? And if you know that, if you keep that person in mind, that really helps you to kind of take the pressure off of feeling like you're creating for multiple people. And then also that help what I create that helps my clients with their confidence is I give my clients ad scripts. Okay. Period. I have scripts that I literally have wrote out scripts for clients and say Say this in the beginning, say this in the middle, say this at the end, right? So really it's about following that structure and making sure that you understand what to say in the beginning, what to say in the middle, what to say in the end. All of that stuff that will be walking through in my course. If you definitely want to learn more about creating ads that stand out, you want to make sure that you fully understand the principles, and you can get access to my ad scripts and all of the different resources that I have for my clients who enroll into this course. Definitely want to head over to stacyzeal.co/ads to make sure you secure your spot. We only have 4 spots left for Maximize with Ads, y'all. And I am not one of those people that's going to say, oh, we got 10, let's add 5 more. No, I'm keeping it small on purpose. I want it to be 10 on purpose, right? So we have 4 spots left. So head over to stacyzeal.co/ads. If you want to know more about the course and maybe this is your first time kind of hearing about it, go to my stories. I literally just posted a whole bunch of stories today with frequently asked questions that I have gotten about the course that are really, really helpful if you're really on the fence and deciding like which way should I go. So go watch my stories. The modules are in there. I just posted a story about exactly what modules are available. So go watch all of that kind of stuff. And so if you know who your people are, if you know how to convert them and you know how to move them to a sale, then you are definitely ready to and you're ready for volume, I should say. And so because what I'm teaching you is volume. I'm not teaching you how to get 1 or 2 leads a week. I'm teaching you how to get hundreds of leads a month, hundreds of leads a week, right? That's what we're going to be trying to be focused on here. So if you're in a place where you understand your customers, you know who they are, you know what messages resonate with them, you know your funnel converts, and you have a way of moving people to the next step of moving into a sale, and you're ready for volume, then you definitely want to head over to stacyzeal.co/ads to be able to secure your spot. Again, there are only 4 spots left. Once those spots are gone, we are going to be the cart is going to close, and then you will be able to enroll in the course once it's actually out of beta, and it's going to be a different price when it's out of beta. I can promise you that. So make sure that you get into this now if you really want to be able to have access to me, to be able to learn from me, to be able to ask me questions, to be able to get that feedback. And if you're someone who learns live really well, meaning like you're like, I'm not going to create a course, but if Stacy tells me to show up on Wednesdays at this time, I know that I'm going to actually get my stuff done, right? I'm going to actually get these ads out. I've been procrastinating on this, trying to get this stuff done, and I haven't been able to get it done because I have not had somebody to hold me accountable to say, this is what you need to do first, this is what you need to do second, and this is what you need to do third, right? So definitely make sure that you get into the course if you're someone that's like, I'm not sure on courses, but I definitely want to make sure that I learn live. Definitely want to secure your spot. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching the replay, tag me and let me know you're watching the replay. Otherwise, I will see y'all in the course. And if you have any questions, again, DM me for sure. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about the course or any of the offers that I have. So bye, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go live again. Yes. So I'll see y'all tomorrow live again for a special live. Bye.